We got a lot of people from all over the, all over the globe that are trained with us, man. What advice do you want to give any up and coming fighters or athletes that want to that really want to give it all, and something beyond just the words, right? Because everybody says, hey, they want to be a pro fighter, but it's like, what do you have to anybody that if they really want to do it? Like, what's one thing to take with them?
You got to put in the time first. You got to put in time first, but not in martial arts. So you've got to get up. You got to work on a job all day, full time. You got to get up at 4:30, 5 in the morning, train, go to work all day. Not want to go to train at night. Have to go to train at night again. Go to sleep tired. Wake up, do the same thing. Like experience that grind and that mental fatigue and stress of that life. Then go try to be a professional fighter on fuck all money and experience that hardship, and then make it. And then that'll make you a mental monster, physical monster, and it'll make you a professional fighter with proper work ethic.
That is really good advice, yo. Mm-hmm. Wow. Because because I know exactly what you're saying, dog. Because this is like the old school route. Exactly. So,
mate, the new generation of fighters pisses me off because they expect to get sponsored and go train full time and get sent to all these countries, experience lavish lifestyle. They don't want to do anything painful before they get there. They've never experienced the uncomfortable, the pain or the uncomfortableness of living on no money or having to work all the time. Question if it's really worth it. Yeah.
Yes, because
picture from where we in New Zealand, where we came from, like kind of. Not like a hard country or anything, but the sport didn't exist. Like no one gave a shit about the sport here. They still really don't. Not until Israel became what he was, and we finally got the UFC. But up until then, bro, like you fought everybody in the local circuit, and that was the end of it. You had to take your ass overseas with your own money because nobody was willing to help you because no one cared about fighting. They only cared about rugby. Whereas like in America, a lot more possible to do it there because social media. Sponsors a lot more open stuff.
No, but that's really true, man. So yeah, I want to touch on it a little bit more because a lot of so what you're saying is it's important to be able to make sure you really love it because it's one thing don't fucking quit your job or like save $10,000 and go train at some gym every day for 3 days like you're some professional fighter in the first month of training, right? No. You're not a professional fighter. Right. So work a shitty ass job and make sure that you love to train so much that after a 12-hour shift, those are my favorite people at the gym, the weekend warriors, bro. The guys that work every day, but they're your best training partners. They go hard in the paint and they're in the trenches with you. Those are the athletes that I really admire. That's what I love about home gyms, because you get a lot of guys that are like, one of my favorite guys in my home gym. Yeah, we call him the Godfather. Shout out to my boy Christian. He's a big fan of the podcast, yo. But my man's pushing. He's in his mid-40s right now, and he had 2 kids. And before, he was like 35, 36. He was a department head of Home Depot, this massive company. He had like over 250 employees, and he was the hardest worker in the room. And I would see him break UFC fighters that would come in to train in our gym. You know what I'm saying? Because of his work ethic.
You look at Volka, man.
Because he understood work ethic.
Did. Like that guy used to lay concrete.
Yes.
All day.
Exactly. That's what I was I asked him the same thing.
He used to wake up, look after his kids, train, go lay concrete all day, train again, and then go to sleep and do that shit all the time. And then had to move back in with his mom, like when he was chasing the dream. Because like money was getting harder. Like that guy's he's a monster. Mm-hmm. And now look where he is. And like his gym's awesome, but he has the people that he had to train with, they were working all the time too. Sometimes they wouldn't, be able to get there for, different reasons or whatnot. So he'd have some people to train with. It's a smaller town down in south of Sydney. Like, man, that guy.
Yeah, exactly. And he went back. People don't know this. Volk won the scholarships, was fighting, was winning all these fights, was winning all these titles, not getting the call, had to go back and work concrete, right? Like, people don't even know that he had to do that just before just before all this. They only see they see your hand getting raised, but they don't know the sacrifice. And that's
I'm pretty sure during the UFC he's still
yeah. A lot of UFC fighters still hold jobs now, so it's true, man. It's like
La Quinta.
Yeah. He's out here selling houses, man. that's the thing, bro. That's what I really. That's good. That was awesome. That was a great piece of advice, man. You got to learn how to train when it sucks, and then to be able to enjoy the fruits of it. You know.
Yeah.